We learned how to run from cops, burn police cars, how to shoot guns. It was just learning how to be good soldiers. I'm Nadia. I'm a founder of Pussy Riot, media outlet based in Russia, and a unicorn. We started Pussy Riot because we wanted to state it really loudly that we have to stand for feminist values. Hundreds of thousands of people would show up on streets, Moscow and other cities in Russia, to protest Putin, and we were part of that. Our government hoped that if they're going to be able to remove us, they're going to be able to remove people who inspire a lot of others, and the movement is going to die. I ended up in jail for 2 years. I personally was in one of the strictest penal colonies. They create really horrible conditions for you. Everyone in my penal colony had to work for 16 hours a day. We can go to jail inside of jail, which is like this solitary confinement cell, or just to stand outside in cold weather in fucking Russian winter for 5 hours. It wasn't fun for sure, but it was useful because I started prisoners' rights organization right after I got out, and I also started a media outlet. It's called Media that focuses on jails and police departments. And right now it's one of the few remaining big independent media outlets in Russia. I care a lot about women's rights. A few weeks ago, me and my colleagues made a performance art piece in Texas State Capitol. We brought a giant banner, Matriarchy Now, and we occupied Texas State Capitol with this banner and amazing activists. They're from this indigenous group called IQ Collective. I make this political protest because it feeds me with hope. I think the biggest problem, you ask me what is the biggest problem? Lack of radical thinking. I think that this is the biggest problem, if you ask me. Lack of radical imagination. Like, where do we want to come? Like, where do we want to be as society in 10 years, and 50 years, and 100 years from now? When it clicked in my head how you can combine those two things, activism and blockchain technology, it created an explosion in my head. So the first obvious use case of blockchain for activism is fundraising. My very first project was called Panic Attack, and I released it in March of last year. I was lucky enough to sell it for almost 200 ETH. It was a music video, and I donated a big portion of that to shelters for victims of domestic violence based in Russia. And in the beginning of the war in Ukraine, we decided to create Ukraine DAO. And with Ukraine DAO, we were able to raise $7 million, over $7 million in just a few days. And was also really important that we were able to distribute those money really quickly. A few months later, after Ukraine DAO, we were able to raise $170K for Center for Reproductive Rights with a musician whose name is Salam Ilese. She created a song that went viral. It's called Crypto Boy. And she came to me, asked me to create an artwork for this song, and we made a drop together on SoundXYZ, and really quickly raised significant sum for to fight an attack on abortion rights in the United States.
What is kind of like the vision and approach with Unicorn DAO?
Unicorn DAO focuses on collecting art made by women, LGBTQ+ people, and non-binary people. And our goal is to change the statistics. 5-7% of total NFT sales are done by female artists, and it's definitely not enough. And I feel like NFTs are such a life-changing technology. It has to be accessible first and foremost by people who were already systemically fucked. And so my idea was, if we're able to change the statistics and bring it to equality, close gender gap in Web3, then we're going to be able to influence the rest of the world coming from there. And we have great people in the DAO. We have Sia, Grimes, People, Board Apes Yacht Club, World of Women, MoonPay supporting us. We backed by Tribute Labs, who started Flamingo DAO. We have Pussy Riot, so we do have a nice team. Activists should care about technology, because if you want to be relevant, you have to care about technology. It's not a choice, like, to be honest. It's just your work. It's a part of your job as an activist. If you act under assumption that the human civilization is going to survive, we're going to move towards like more technologically advanced civilization. So those people who do care about technology, who do understand about it, they're going to be the ones who are going to influence the world.